Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails Through Daybreak part 46, 40, 45? I don't know, I didn't check. Do you ladies happen to know what part the video is on? No, you haven't been paying attention because you're too busy living your life? Yeah, alright, whatever. Also, we got a new title screen, which I feel like we should have had last time, but I don't remember seeing this. I feel like it was still Aaron when I loaded the game up yesterday. Now it's possible I just skipped past it, or you can like load in, like have the game load your save directly when you launch it, which is pretty cool, pretty neat option. I usually don't do it because I kind of just forget. But that could have happened, possibly. Aaron, buddy, what are we doing? Talking to NPCs. Yes, this is your life now. Are you glad you left Longport? Are you glad that you left all your acquaintances behind? I would say your friends, but you know, we all know what happened to them, don't we, Aaron? Don't we? Macedone's police must be worried about potential terrorism if they decide to pull the plug on the film festival, alright. Doesn't sound like Tharbad's force is any easier, either trying to provide security for it on an unprecedented scale out there. And that's on top of the spike in incidents we're seeing from the greater influx of tourists. Those poor officers can't catch a break. Plus, they live in the fucking desert. Shit sucks. Just sand everywhere. After what happened in Messeldam, the Edith police are on high alert for any suspicious people or objects. If you guys uncover anything like that, make sure to at least report it to us, understand? Don't jump the gun and try and take care of it but yourselves. Terror threats are within our jurisdiction too, you know? What do you mean too? You implying that they're within our jurisdiction? We don't really have a jurisdiction, lady. We're just kind of like a guy. I like the director's cut of Golden Blood. Any festival produced by Salvatore Gotti's got my attention. For someone who looks so nice and mellow on the outside, you sure enjoy some pretty messed up stuff. Not just movies, too. Wonder how many guys out there you've completely fooled. I bet they look pretty hilarious if they ever realize what you're really like. I don't know who's who. I assumed it was the dude at first, but I'm guessing it's the lady, based on them saying how many guys you fooled. Well, no, Marilyn sounds like a... Okay, yeah. So it's one of the chicks who said that. Not that I think you're wrong. I like Golden Blood too. How could I not, as a Judith Lannister fan?
See the movie. Fans are
You like Judith more than Nina, even though she isn't Eastern. I guess she was in the running for Best Lead Actress at the awards, but still... You like Judith more than Nina, even though she isn't Eastern. What the fuck, man? What the fuck you talking about? You know, San's allowed to have taste in people and things that aren't Eastern, right? She just said you prefer Judith over Nina. What's wrong with that? I didn't mean it like that. I'm not, don't cancel me, okay? I didn't mean, I swear, but yeah, that was pretty stupid of me, sorry. Okay, all is forgiven, all is forgiven. Anyway, on a different note, I heard him through my dad, the actor's going to the festival. Son, you over some ice cream? I think they're supposed to have their seasonal flavors out now. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, and then after that, we should catch a movie. I'm still here, you know? Dead to us.
Discover the inebriating
to that fucked up shit about, oh, you like her despite her not being Eastern? Yeah. Nah, all of us out here are judging people based on their ethnicities, dude.
Did you know?
Only some of us do that. When people talk about the Mafia in Calvert, they often used to mean the Delore family. They've been infamous for ages. But lately it seems another organization known as Armada has been extending its reach too. They were once mostly made up of white people. I hear they incite ethnic terrorism to antagonize Hayoi since they're Eastern. It's honestly scary stuff. That sort of thing happens from time to time. Keep that stuff far away from me, thank you. I remember there was a group of bad guys that got arrested a while ago. I want to say sometime last year? They know this organization that captured children and raised them as assassins. The guild ultimately snuffed them out. There are rumors they were actually a subsidiary to the Mafia. Can you imagine that pretty eerie stuff? Nah, that seems crazy. Wonder if that's them setting up Chickadee. That's been mentioned a lot. Sharon's, like, friend or whatever. I feel like they've been mentioned like enough that it's like, alright, let's introduce them. I cried a bunch of mom and told me we had to give up on going to the Tharbad Film Festival. There wasn't any place to stay.
We have merchandise.
Because I'm too young to go all by myself. I'm pretty mature for my age though, so I won't make a big fuss about it. And I sure would have loved to see any festival planned by Salvatore. God, he's got it bound to have all kind of fun surprises. I just saw the Peony Blade. Everyone complains about the low budget, but I thought the sword fights were amazing. I guess the eastern-looking street shots were filmed in Calvert. I like seeing through all the weird stuff in the background. Weird stuff? I was being real slowpoke today.
Will soon begin.
I don't know if necessarily you should be watching the. I guess, you know, they said there's the films by default are not unrated, so I guess they're fine. Plus, I'm not really like,
We have merchandise.
oh no, kids shouldn't see R-rated stuff.
Why
It
not buy a souvenir to
you know, it's a case-by-case basis, and on a kid-by-kid basis. Some are gonna be more ready for sorts of things than others.
Thank you for your visit.
The Tharbad Film Festival is nearly upon us. It'll take place at the end of the holiday weekend.
On screen too will
Vegas
soon
Films originally conceived it independently as something of a rival festival for the Messeldam
begin.
one.
Ticket, please.
Everyone's eyes are on it now, especially since the Messeldam Film Festival was cancelled. Having Islam on board as a sponsor should help freshen things up as well.
We have merchandise.
The Messeldam Film Festival places great emphasis on the artistry of filmmaking. As such, its judges are mainly artists and literary figures, and they award movies based on their psychological depictions and refined theming. And conjures hear that Tharbad's festival values entertainment and spectacle above all else. It'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. Also, I hear they have a lot of sand.
Thank you for your visit today.
I heard the Tharbad Film Festival's playing for Vegas Films. Nothing good will come out of that, I'm sure. Fuck Vegas.
If you have a ticket, please. proceed to the
Messeldam's
entrance.
film festivals are the culmination of businesses and cultural organizations coming together to make something great. Their focus isn't on making mirror, they want to promote the cultural value of film. Yeah, nobody cares about that
Merchandise
shit.
for the movie on sale at the shop.
I'm just saying, nobody watches the, you know, artsy film festivals. At best case, you pay attention to whichever one wins the, like, the Golden Lion or whatever, and you say, oh, and then you never think about it again. Or you read a headline about how, oh, they gave this movie a 12-minute standing ovation, and you watch it and it's like
Showing on
extremely
screen
mid.
two will soon begin. If you have a
But
ticket,
Vegas Films
please
is a
proceed
greedy
to the
company that makes its money off tacky thrills. With Gotti overseeing the event, my expectations were at a rock bottom.
entrance. We have merchandise for
The
the
Tharbad Film Festival is almost here. When it comes to award nominees, all eyes are on Salvatore Gotti's Golden Blood at the moment.
Remember your visit.
However, Wolf's Requiem and Perfect Driver 2 are major contenders as well. The latter's guest appearance has audiences buzzing. It's shaping up to be a close competition, albeit one skewing differently compared to what dominates Messeldam's Film Festival.
Thank you for your visit today.
Perfect Driver
Showing on
2.
screen one will soon begin.
I feel like there's a joke there, but I can't grasp it.
Please proceed to the entrance. Hello. We have merchandise for the movie on sale. at the
What's
shop.
playing right now? Oh wait, hold off. We've already seen Golden Blood. Well, did we actually?
Souvenir to remember your
Yeah. We watched it as like an event thing. Cause we watch it as part of the story, and then you can come back and watch it again, right?
Hello.
We watch the unrated supercut, not fit for child soldiers.
For your visit
We
today.
definitely wouldn't want Fairy to see fake blood.
The showing on screen two will soon begin.
How many tickets do you wish to
If you
buy?
have a
Just
ticket,
one.
Please proceed to the entrance.
Who should I invite? I can't just go by myself? I can't just say fuck them kids?
We have
Think how good it would burn it would be to be
shop.
walking around with Aaron and just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go see him about a single
Buy a
ticket.
souvenir to remember your visit.
Hang tight right here, keep watch. I guess we'll do all three. What? Oh, we can invite multiple. But not Aaron. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah. Van decided to let everyone loose so he could watch a movie during his work break. What kind of work break you got, man? Watch a 2-hour movie? After inviting some company to tag along with him, they made their way to the theater. Ji-Shin is a handsome young man whose talent in the sword arts is unrivaled. Except for he's about to be rivaled. His unyielding sense of justice has driven him to conquer many an evil foe. Thanks to his skill with the sword and his elegant charms, he earned the title the Peony Blade. As time passes, fate begins to weave its tangled web. Ji-Shin crosses blades with Tengai, a leader of a gang of bandits, a scoundrel who inflicts unspeakable cruelty on innocent villagers, and a murderer who killed Ji-Shin's father.
Not half bad, kid.
Bro just won the boss fight in 2 turns, and now he's gonna get cocked
You're
in the
the spitting
cutscenes.
image of your old man. You've even got those same fearless eyes. I
You
remember
almost
them
got
glaring
me.
up at me.
I'm going to run away
before
now,
I
though.
close them for good.
That's enough! I'm going to end this battle in one stroke. With this!
Heh. Your pops used that move against me, and it didn't leave its mark. History's just gonna repeat itself.
That's where you're wrong. I've refined my father's ultimate technique and taken it to heights he could have only dreamed of. Taste our might, the might of 2 generations of masters. Find Dragon Helix!
Hit him with a father-son sword slash. Reduced to atoms. Yeah, that was a movie. The main character reminds me of Aaron in a lot of ways. What, because he's a dweeb? He cares about his friends, he has a strong sense of justice, and he knows his way around a fight, not to mention how he gave people a nickname, or how people gave him a nickname. Everyone has a nickname, Agnes. Like, your nickname is Agnes. Apparently, in Eastern culture, peonies are considered to be the finest of all flowers. I feel like that adds an extra fun layer to it. Somebody's done their homework, good for you. Yeah, comparing pretty-looking men to flowers is definitely a thing they do in the East. I can't help but wonder what kind of flower you're most like, Van. You don't have to think too deep on that, really. My heart feels kind of twisty now after seeing that. I'm glad the bad guy lost in the end. But that doesn't mean everything he did should be forgiven, in my opinion. Does that make sense? What? Yeah? Was he forgiven? I thought his ass got killed. You know, Fairy, I agree. You have the law to try and define what's good or bad, but when you get down to it, the only truth about it's the one you feel in your heart. Always listen to what your heart tells you. You don't have to change how you feel just to make other people happy. Does that help at all? But if you don't change your heart to make other people happy, they will tell you to kill yourself. So just gonna go ahead and set up that expectation, Fairy. Fair enough. Wish I had more to offer in this situation. Looks like they're selling commemorative brochures for the movie. Maybe I should pick one up. Yeah, sure. Now, do you guys like say different things? Like if you have a different combination? How doth one loadeth thy save?
Hello. Thank you for your visit today.
Like since Agnes mentions Aaron, does he react? Yeah, Fairy, no kids allowed. No one can see the super cool double dragon helix attack. Okay. I presume next scene would just skip the movie, but just in case. Okay, never mind. If they're gonna do the voice acting, then I'm skipping. If I can't skip through it. The main character reminds me of Aaron in a lot of ways. He cares about his friend. Okay. They don't react to each other. The last one-on-one fight was pretty well done. And at least well done for a couple of film actors. Well, if you thought it was alright, they must have done a hell of a decent job. Bet you could act in a movie, sure got the looks and talents to make it work. Actually, I did get an offer to work on a film one time. Didn't really sound like my jam though, so I turned it down. Would have had me doing completely vanilla stuff, which wasn't exciting to me. That's what you said to them? I don't feel bad for the poor sap must have been on the other end of that conversation. I guess we could also watch Golden Blood again. See what Aaron has to say. No way I have time to catch another movie? Brother!
Hello. Thank you for your visit today.
Fairy's old enough to see the uncut, unrated version, right? Zoe was a spy, works for an intelligence agency known as Gambit. She, along with a new part. Wait, have we? I don't really remember this. Zoe moves to put her. But I feel like we watched this. But I don't recognize these words. However, Rick has plans of his own, and those plans entail betrayal! Rick snatches the documents for himself and backs Zoe into a corner. Oh yeah, because now that I think about it, the two movies we watched were actually, it was the Doctor one and the Sober Curious. So we actually haven't seen this. Or so it appeared. Little did Rick know Zoe is a secret weapon. A hidden power that allows her to turn the tables on him. Her ass!
Nice try, Rick. I'll admit, you nearly had me there for a second.
What kind of monster are you, lady?
She's got the golden
How'd you
blood.
recover from...
Oh. Huh. And here I thought you were nothing more than a myth. Oh, how very wrong I was.
She's got the
That's
damn
quite the
dragon
dirty
blood.
little secret to keep from your own partner, Zoe. Or should I call you Agent Golden Blood?
Can't blame a girl for keeping a few secrets. And I don't believe you have any room to complain. But I do believe this is farewell, Rick. You and I made a perfect team. And you made for the perfect arm candy. Thanks for keeping those prying eyes away from me.
Damn you, Zoe!
And if you ever get another chance at life, remember this. Never underestimate a woman, or you'll get burned.
Okay. Like you can clearly tell one of the characters is like a main character and one of them is like, you know, some dude they got to record the line. I love Golden Blood, it never gets old. I wish I could have Zoe's combat suit. It's so what's the word? Mature but so practical at the same time? Bit young to want it for one of those reasons, don't you think? But hey, if you're interested in it so much, it wouldn't surprise me if they put the real suit that was used in the film out on display sometime. And then I can steal it. Awesome, Van. You think they'd let me try it on if I asked? I wouldn't get your hopes up about that. Well, that lived up to the hype. I always enjoy me a good spectacle. Only thing that would have made it better if that chick's tits spilled out of her suit even more, you gotta agree that make it perfect. Uh-huh. Can you keep in your pants for just one day? Suit yourself, as catch that director's cut and find out for myself that's what it takes. Brother, but OrbitNet's a thing. Looks like they're selling commemorative brochures. Okay, I guess since we actually haven't seen that, we'll do it one last time with hold.
Hello.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Okay. Get skipped. That scene where Zoe gets cornered by Rick always gives my heart racing every time I see it. Deep down, I have to wonder if she really felt hurt by his whole betrayal. First time I saw it, I didn't really pick up on anything like that, but this time around, I felt like she was. I was wanting to say I felt like I was she, but I was like, that doesn't grammatically make any damn sense. That's one of the best parts of watching movies. When you go back and rewatch them, you notice little things that you didn't before. Yeah, and sometimes you have severe short-term memory loss. Well, it's not really short-term memory loss, it's just memory loss in general, and you'll see a movie like a year after you saw it, and you're like, I don't remember any of this shit. It's like you're watching it for the first time, man. Made it even more fun to watch. Thanks for bringing me, Van. That lived up to the hype. Always enjoy me a good spectacle. Oh, yeah. You've talked. I guess we'll keep it as Agnes and Aaron. No offense, Fairy. You're fine, but I guess I would give them the slight advantage right now.
Movie on sale at the shop.
If only, like, Anya's gets a bit extra points just because she's, like, more important for the plot. It's no use. I have my heart set on going to the Tharbad Film Festival. What happened with the one in Messeldam? But my mom and dad won't let me go to it. They say there's too much sand. Oh, this sucks. I'll have to rely on people posting their impressions online about it to get anything fun out of it. Please, to any Calvert cinephiles going to the festival, I'm begging you, post about it on message bulletin so that everyone can read what it's like. It's gonna be like, hey,
How about
here's
some
our
popcorn, huh?
here's our movie. Did you know we made a new movie? I have no way of knowing if my request will reach that Spriggan in time. Probably not. But now all I can do is cross my fingers and hope for the best, I guess. Oh damn, she left a Chiaclanamon? Better check the bulletin board. You're the only Spriggan van. There are no others. For some reason they just introduced this idea and then never, like, I don't know, the Spriggan thing is weird. Because they technically never explain what the hell a Spriggan is. They just start using that term. And, you know, yeah, it's pretty obvious. Like, you can figure it out via context clues. But the fact that everyone knows what a Spriggan is, despite it never having been previously mentioned before, is just kind of weird to me.
See the movie.
And then also the fact that we've never seen another Spriggan. It'd be like if, like, Jaegers got introduced, and then you only ever saw one Jaeger, and they never said what the fuck a Jaeger was. Also, Fairy, you're not here, but answer this question for me. What the fuck do Jaegers do in Calvert? Other than, like, get their ass kicked by the army. Because, like, in Erebonia, you know, they kind of had it, like, set up that Jaegers are a big thing in Erebonia because the nobles use them as their private armies, right? But, like, that's not really in Calvert, so what do they do, mainly? Because, like, that was kind of, like, the big implication. That's what most of the Jaeger work in Erebonia was like, working for minor nobles to be like, I don't like that guy, go fight him, and stuff. But that's not really is a thing here, so it's like, do you just work for Heiwei, or, like... You see the famous Crimson Khan I've heard so much about. Don't call him that. It's a pleasure to meet you at last. My deepest condolences about what happened to your friends. I wasn't able to attend the service, but I did send a funeral offering. It's not even like a bad nickname, it just doesn't fit Aaron in the slightest. Like, I feel like if you're gonna be called the Crimson Khan, you gotta be like 40. That's like an old dude title. Nice to meet you too. I know Heyo had some kind of operation up here. Those are the ones who cause the shots around here. Who are you with? I'm guessing it's not the Liu family, is it? Already cutting to the chase, are we? Sal was right, you're an absolute riot. Come back whenever you like, and I'll treat you to some longboard dishes done right. Don't be a stranger, you hear? Nice, keep that in mind. She one of the higher-ups? Definitely looks like a tough chick. Don't get any funny ideas. I'm sure you two would hit it off, but trust me, you don't want to get in the habit of coming here. The restaurant business is a natural path to building a foothold into a region. Our family submitted its position in the capital over generations now, so we have a good grasp of all that goes on behind the scenes. Things have gotten dicier around here in the past couple of weeks, but be careful not to get caught up in any trouble. But back to the Crimson Khan thing, you know who can be, like, Sigmund? If they were like, oh, he's the Crimson Khan? Yeah, I'd buy that shit. I'd say, you know what, you can have that title. They say Aaron's the Crimson Khan? Hell no. I reject it. Also, this food is delicious. Do I have something on my face? No, it's just sizing you up. I can tell you're packing some real chi under that chef's hat. Is that a pickup line? But of course. Not to boast of Mrs. Mao's incredibly high standards. Couldn't serve as a cooking establishment unless I had what it took. I wasn't talking about your cooking skills. The way he's talking, I bet he's either Mao's bodyguard or a contact with the main part of the organization. So long as we come here to eat, he shouldn't pose a threat. Pretty sure we could take him. At any rate, may I take your order? I would personally recommend the hot pot. It's pot. And in a pot. Something of a specialty of mine. Hey there, what'll it be today? You know what's weird? Miss Mao and Khan like to go off and have private chat sometimes. I don't know about you, but I'm dying to know what they talk about. Yeah, if you find out, you'll be dying. I wish they'd let me listen in. It's no fair. I don't mean to bug anyone or anything, it just feels like they're pushing me off to the side. Anyway, I'll take your order here whenever you're ready, so stay a while or something.
What'll you have today?
You want a leafy hot pot? It's leafy.
Thanks for coming.
I heard something interesting while I was biking past the Islam embassy in Alba earlier. They say Crown Prince Sherrod likes to go out and talk with the general public. That's pretty unusual for someone of his upbringing. Daddy hangs out much with ordinary people like you or me, of course. Guess he's more interested in people rolling in mirror like him. What's the matter, Sloth? You look bored. Thought you'd be totally interested in hearing something like that. I mean, good for him. He's broadened his horizons. We're still talking about some schmuck. I'm only interested in rumors with the spice to him. Alright, you want to discuss the women they had at the film festival or something? Not that I've really heard a lot much, actually. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not the only spice I like, you know? Sometimes I enjoy grittier material, too. Gritty like the sand in Tharbad. Like this back alley business. I don't know the details. You leave some sort of code on a bulletin board, they clean up your problems.
Right.
And I got lots of problems. Sometimes I come across weird rumors or encounter strange things in my life. But it's lost on a whole nother level. That guy thrives on rumors and hearsay. He can have some pretty funky, confusing things to say at times. Like sometimes he talks about how the moon's not real. Do we have a moon in universe? Hey, is there a moon? I mean, it's possible that there isn't a moon in universe. I'm pretty sure there's a moon. I mean, I guess, you know, at least, you know, the whole vampire thing. That implies a moon, right? And we had some werewolves earlier in the game. Kind of. And there are plenty of rumors about people who work underground, not just Grimcat and that Spriggan. Phantom Thief B was popular for a while, plus there's all kinds of urban legends about assassins from along towards the Eastern Quarter. Compared to people like them, the Spriggan's too grounded for my taste. They're not larger than life in a way that makes it fun or nothing. See, now you're saying Spriggan, like, singular. Or is Van the only Spriggan? Because they act like he's not the only Spriggan. They act like there's others. Because, like, Spriggan being a title for Van, and we just don't know the answer to it yet, that's fine. But they talk like it's an occupation, like a Jaeger. But he was saying Spriggan, like singular, or Spriggans. Like the director's cut of Golden Blood, any festival produced by a what? Didn't I already talk to you guys? Why are you pretending that I haven't talked to you? I like Nina Fenley too, of course. I just think Judith Landis was cooler, that's all.
See the movie.
Oh, I guess probably because we left, it reset their dialogue. And we didn't do the follow-up conversations. So it was still saying you hadn't finished. My brother Chin works as a newspaper reporter, but he never gets to do interviews at film festivals or stuff like that. The other sections drag him in to help him all the time, but he tells me he's always serious stuff. I feel really sorry for him. You know, whatever. Peter looked so dejected once he realized he was being ignored. Maybe that'll give him a little idea of what's it like to deal with someone who's insensitive and doesn't pay attention to how you're feeling. Yeah, get his ass? Fuck you, Peter. Marilyn knows I'm dealing with a lot of stuff when it comes to my dad. Here I am being left out in the cold while she apparently has some happy and exciting thing to share with just San. It sucks. What's going on with your dad? I don't know who the hell you are, Peter.
A droplet of paradise can intoxicate.
My friends in the entertainment business sometimes suggest that I should tour some film festivals if I want to scout out new talent. The thing is, I strongly prefer models who have natural charm and attractiveness that can be refined. I think they have more to offer overall. Not that their advice is bad, some people can't. Are you in this old dialogue, sir? I feel like it's chapter 2 dialogue. I feel like I've read that exact sentence before. But not recently. Hey there, we're doing a promotional time at the movie theater right now. Seeing as everyone's talking about the film festival in Tharbad, we're highlighting all the books and magazines we have on film. It's a mutually beneficial situation. We sell what customers want to read and the movie theater gets more viewers. Everybody wins. It's the best kind of ad campaign if you ask me.
Alrighty.
Ah, welcome.
Welcome. You like a proverb? Here's a proverb. Buy more books.
I hope to see you again.
So they're promoting the film festival here, huh? The store has always got something interesting going on. I'm supposed to be researching material for today's investment briefing at the Verne Company, but I can afford to take a quick breather. No harm in taking a little of the festival vibe with some light reading, since I can't enjoy it in person.
Fans are raving about. Get the brilliantly bitter taste.
Please step on up.
Yeah, I wish my little brother would try having a part-time job at least once. I mean, how little is he? Oh, he's 7. He needs to get out of the fucking house and start earning his own keep. This is Calvert. I know his gang's not so bad or anything, but I can also tell he wants to make something of himself too. I just don't see the harm in getting a job and doing both anyway. I did something pretty similar too. That's puberty for you. It's hard to get kids to see eye to eye on these things. My customers lately can't seem to stop talking about the film festival. I haven't seen very many films, much to my embarrassment, so one of them ended up recommending a handful of me to view. I'm thinking of watching them soon. After all, it's important to be able to carry on a good conversation with what interests my customers.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Would you like a McMillan sandwich? It's just like McMillan, the crime movie, probably, that exists. Have you seen it? If you haven't heard of it, it's not because I just made it up. It's because it's real underground, old school classic shit. You probably still have refined enough tastes.
We await your next visit.
Oh, what's the movie about? Oh, well, it's about a guy named McMillan. He's a detective. He takes a bite out of crime. Speaking of films, I actually had a film crew come here some time ago to do some on-location shooting. Glory, I believe, is the title. As I recall, they were working on something about the Revolution and wanted to capture the real cafe given its place in local history. Perhaps I'll watch it for myself. It could make a nice opportunity to reflect on how much this place has seen over the years. Think they had espresso machines 100 years ago? When the revolution happened? Aren't you a talkative one? That is simply his disposition. I prefer to think of it as one of his unique charms. And that's what most cats are like that. I'd say that's like the default. I'm concerned about my husband. He seems incredibly busy lately. Unlike me and our son, he doesn't really get any chance to relax. I have to wonder if he's really adjusting to the new environment at all. Thankfully we're able to be together on weekends at least, but it'd be good if he were able to actually go out and do things together as a family. Yeah, whatever you say, lady. Need to get over there. Did I talk to you? I hear Longport's on to some rare and unusual sweets. I'd love to see them for myself sometime, and not just because I'm Eastern myself. Are you? Are you Eastern? Maybe. They say Thoroughbite and Lone Light sweets are super unique and exotic too. I just really want to travel on a sweet journey, literally.
Hello. Thanks for shopping.
I would have bought an apple gelato, but that literally, no, you're dead to me. I might only sell ice cream and juice here, but I'm sure the colors and whatnot I've seen in different places give me a ton of inspiration. I've heard there's these ice creams they make over on the border in Longlaw that incorporate their local specialties. If I could just find a way to try them all, maybe I'd learn some hidden secret. If there's one movie star continuing to get attention at film festivals, it's definitely Nina Finley. You don't have to take my word for it. All the magazines are talking about how quickly she's overtaken more experienced actors. She's big! Guys seem to like Labharl Aznavour? He starred in Wolves Requiem, but me, I love that Max Car Racer Lugan. Whatever his sport is, I don't care. Speaking of him, didn't he make a guest appearance in some movie? Oh, he's the guy. I really thought it was gonna be Dom Toretto, man. I thought he was gonna show up in the parking garage and they were gonna Tokyo Drift. Oh man, remember that? Remember when Vin Diesel shows up at the end of Tokyo Drift? Oh man, that was so cool, wasn't it? No? Look at it. That's probably the only Fast and Furious movie I actually like. Something about it's just so corny. And like, I mean, the first one's also like corny good. But I mean, the best part of the movie is the fact that they have this like 35-year-old dude, and you're like, yeah, he's a senior in high school. we promise he's a senior in high school. We promise. Yeah, okay, like, yeah, he had to enroll in the Vietnam War, but like, he definitely is a senior in high school.
Hello.
Enlist? You don't enroll in the Vietnam War. You get the joke.
Thank you.
Don't pretend you don't get the joke. You're just embarrassing all of us. Welcome to my humble little bar. What can I get you? Damn, is that a straight up bar truck? We sure got nothing that fun back in Longport. And it's run by an Eastern chick. No wonder this place is stocked with such good... I don't actually know how you say that word. I've seen it, but... Baiju? Talk about perfect. One of those I've never had to say out loud before. Calm down, you're embarrassing me. Sorry about him, Sheena. Kid's a little full of himself. Then he's turned 20 and can legally drink. Wait, did he turn 20? As of the end of the chapter, I'm pretty sure he was 19. Shut up! Better be young and hot than somebody so crusty and old you forgot to have some fun. You two are quite the funny pair. Well, if you're looking for a Baiju cocktail, my menu is more than a few. This one in particular perfect for someone from Longport. Ah, hell yeah, that looks bomb as fuck. Forget it, no drinking. We're on the clock, remember? I mean, now that we're letting people get murdered, we should be able to say fuck, alright? One's definitely more, like... I mean, not really. I mean, I guess... That's them embracing the American side of Calvert. Blood, gore, that's cool. Fuck? Oh, shit. No, you can't say that. Are you crazy? You out of your fucking mind? You can't say on TV. Oh, like I've seen you before. Can I convince you to get a tub of popcorn to ticket? You should really try some popcorn. I'll popcorn the plate of corn be popping. This the way I'll be talking and popping and locking and whatnot. Would you like some popcorn? No, sir. I might just be a humble vendor right now, but one day I'm gonna own my own stores all over and spread the joints of popcorn far and wide. I'll be popping, as they say. Oh yeah, interesting dream you got there. Can't say I've met anyone like that before. You know what else is interesting? You being the guy who came up with that in the first place. I'm from Longport. We've always had a tradition of chomping on some corn. Anybody else out chomping on their corn or just me? As we watch our movies. Funny coincidence, huh? Ooh. I can't whistle. You're gonna try and whistle your way out of this? At least be a good whistler, dude. You suck. Not being able to go out to the film festival makes me hate not being an entry insider. One day, they'll all be eating my popcorn and then I'll activate my kernels to have them choke. I started selling these snacks so that I could at least have a job to have me around the movies. But look at what it's gotten so far. You want some mustard in your popcorn, by the way? No? Yeah, not many people take me up on that. Maybe if I get somebody actually in the film business addicted to popcorn, I convince them to take me with me. I just might try that. I think Popcorn Guy's my new favorite NPC. At least in this game. And by new favorite, I guess he's just my favorite. There were nobody else was previously holding the title, but I'm going to anoint Popcorn Guy. He has the special honor of being blank guy, which means I'll never learn his name, and he will live on in our lore forever. Just like Balloon Guy from Calvert. I mean, from Crossbell. Fuck. Well, I mean, actually, we don't know where he's from. We never investigated his background. He could have been from Calvert. Maybe I'm right. You just don't know. Okay, so we can't actually walk around the side end.
Taking off now.
Or, I don't know. Whenever we can.
All right, time to hunt down that good old bulletin board.
I guess because we haven't actually explored it properly before. It just had the one thing to go to? No, I mean, I don't know. Because I don't think we've walked around here before. Yo, that's the new Etwas. I love how they just casually slide some Z1 car design in there. I'm telling you, the world full of cars is deep. That's the beauty of it all. There's something really cool about a car that goes mad fast, you know, from an engineering standpoint, it's like a work of art. Man, I can't wait to get my license and hit the road. Can't afford any of those really cool ones. Feel like cars are starting to become a status symbol. You gotta have the cash to afford one, right? So that's my plan. Get a license, scrape together all the dough I can, and get me the best sports car my budget will buy. It's just kind of daunting when I say it out loud like that, especially because I'm 8.
Not this way.
I shouldn't drop him without an appointment. I wasn't trying to drop it anywhere. I'm trying to walk down the street. You freak. Welcome to the side-end headquarters of the Edith Police Department. Whatever you need from civil disturbances to full-blown felonies, you come to us. Crime's been on the up and up lately. Got some real seedy business ventures in town. We've been swamped. So you might need to wait a little bit before we can get to you, but please just give us the time and we'll tackle your problem. See, that must be the French side of Calvert, because in America you go to the police station, you know, you're the enemy. Like, the fuck you want? Why are you in here? Oh, I've been a victim of a crime. Well, did you try to not get robbed? No? Get the fuck out of here. On the subject of trouble, we're sending some officers to Tharbad in case anything funny happens at the film festival. Now the source tip us off that something might be brewing over there. It might just be a rumor, but I've got a hunch it's not. And since I'm an inspector, you gotta take my hunches seriously. If I was just a regular cop, nobody would care about my hunches. But now that I'm an inspector, you gotta inspect my hunches. I can't give any details beyond that, but just be ready for anything. Yes, sir! Welcome to the Edith Police Department Side NHQ. This is the General Reception Desk. I've got the paperwork for you right here. If you want to report a crime, I mean, that's right. You're getting ahead of yourself, Kiara. First, figure out what the person's actually here for. You've got the passion and motivation. You just need to dial it back a bit and focus on listening first. Yes, sir. I have a reception form right here, so please fill out the details of your inquiry. Once I've confirmed your inquiry, I'll get you in contact with an officer who can help you. If you have any other questions or concerns, we can answer them here at the reception desk. That was much better. Now tell him to get the fuck out of here. You sound a lot better when you relax and speak naturally. Bear that in mind, okay? Sorry about that. I just started this year and I'm still learning the ropes around here. This year? Well, okay, what do you mean this year? Because I don't know. For some reason, my mind jumped to like the start of the year. Which would mean you've been doing this shit for like 10 months? Come on. Like, I would say, like, you know, if I had just started, I would say, like, this month or, like, you know, recently. Because I guess, like, if you say this year to imply, like, it's only been a short period of time, you say that when it's, like, January, not October. You know what I mean? You know that Spriggan the inspector dragged in for questioning, twice if memory serves. Mr. Arkwright, correct? Just a friendly reminder that you are in our system. Aw, shucks, you're too kind. Spicy, our boss has a criminal record. You spent some time in the clink? Shameless to the bone, I see, and your friends seem unaware of that themselves. Friends? Just the one. And friend, they're both in denial about it. I admit you weren't directly involved in what was going on and you didn't technically break any laws, but that doesn't mean we don't still think of you as the enemy. But you're walking a fine line, bub. Yeah, you made me break out the bub. That's how you know I'm serious. You stick your nose in too deep and you can expect a visit to the clink. Just thought I'd give you the heads up. I'll keep it in mind. If you guys keep dragging my ass here all the time, it's gonna start cutting in my bottom line. Honestly, I'd be happy if you did have to walk away from that little business, but I doubt you care about what I think. I'll say this though, you only have to screw up once to land yourself in serious trouble. You can't skirt the law forever. I mean, you kinda can, actually. We know many characters have been skirting the law forever. In a universe where you can kinda just become like a demigod, yeah. You kinda, like, what are you gonna do? We're letting you off the hook this time, but don't push your luck with the law, Spriggan. He's always in pursuit of the truth, no matter where it takes him. He's on countless investigations, both in and out of the capital. Meaning he seldom has time to deal with the shade of gray types like you. The whole department would rather keep out of that business, really. How about you have a heart and stop tying up our resources with your stunts?
Alrighty.
And let us continue to fail to solve our cases. Like good police officers. Oh, you say you've been stolen from? How do I know maybe you're not the one who stole the items in question, Side District is home of the police HQ, so that naturally makes it the safest district in town. I heard other districts haven't been so lucky as of late. Got ganked just pouring out of the woodwork. Every district should be safe aside in. That's our goal. I can't wait to get my own beat and start helping out. That's how you know he's young. He hasn't had the spirit beaten out of him yet. He hasn't been corrupted by the system. Lady, your paint isn't working. I don't know if you want to hear that shit, but like your paint, it seems defective. The tower plays hard to get once again. Elusive as ever, the vixen. But therein lies the value of my efforts to capture its essence. Just you wait. Though fate may tear us apart for now, weep not for me today. For I shall return in time and tame you. What else can I call the art of exposing your true nature? Capture your most primal essence, laying your secret bare for the world to see. Just as the Beastmaster tames the majestic lions and tigers, I shall bring you to my heel. Trion Tower, my respect to you. You have proven my most challenging foe yet, but that only motivates me further. I will surpass you. Lady, why does your dialogue sound like some shit I would make up? When I'm just ad-libbing lines for NPCs? Like, more eloquent than anything I come together off the cuff, but like, the whole vibe of talking to the tower sounds like some shit I would come up with. Nate's girlfriend? Nate's girlfriend, question mark. I think that's what you mean. So, what do you think of the Tharbad Film Festival? Would be interested in going at all? Just the two of us? I will pay you. Does sound kind of fun. How much are you paying? Top dollar. It's only been 2 weeks since we really got to know each other. For a first date, that seems a little much. Feels a little fast to me, I guess. I get that, yeah, but time off is far and few and fair in between. I gotta seize the day, you know? Carpe diem. Then I thought, what better way to spend my day off than with you? Yeah. I don't see you drooling of the dancers over there, got it? Of course, I'll be hard. I mean, I'll have a hard enough time keeping my eyes off you, honey. Oh, fuck. He said honey too early. Oh, no. Oh, no. He gave her the ick. Okay, I think I can get that day off. No way I'm turning you down this time. It's a date then. Just make sure it's a good one, won't you? And remember that when you're out there, there's just sand all around. And who knows what could happen. You know, if you were to try and escape, you just run out into the sand and might get lost, so you better stick with me, Detective Nate, who's great. Okay, gonna take that day off, and then we'll have a little nice dinner date and a hotel stay for the night. Don't worry, I've got the mirror. Man, I look up, but I'm pretty well off as an investigator. Okay, oh, we were like way over time, we should call it. I actually meant to end this video when we got to this district, but I forgot. I was lost in the NPC sauce. But alright, we're almost done, and we'll start actually knocking out our quests. We might actually start next video with a side quest, just to kind of break up the NPC talking some. After doing 2 videos of that, would that enthuse you, Aaron? Would you be happy with that? No? Well, too bad. Goodbye.